Hello all. Today I will discuss topics, means multiple topics I want to discuss in BGP. Okay, and these topics are relevant. Means they are mostly people are confused about this simpler topics in BGP. One is means basically use eBGP multi-hop. So why eBGP multi-hop command is required? Okay, so this I will explain. Then the command of source interface. What is the importance of this command? Source interface. And the last option is we will discuss about BGP is a protocol which can use on different subnet. Different subnet means you can pair with 10.1.1.1 and you can pair this IP with let's say 12.1.1.1. But in different IGP, for example, OSPF, EIGRP, RIP, you have to use same subnet. Means you cannot do pairing with different subnet in OSPF, EIGRP, and RIP, right? So this three topic I will explain in this video. Okay. So let us start from BGP multi-hop. Why multi-hop is required in eBGP, right? BGP basically works on application layer, works on application layer, and it resides on TCP. The port number is 179, and it's used SYN, SYNAC, and ACK before going for neighborship. So if these three things will not happen because BGP is based on TCP, so SYN, SYNAC, and ACK is mandatory for BGP peering. Okay, so I will come on this part later. First of all, let me explain what is eBGP multi-hop. eBGP multi-hop command. eBGP multi-hop. So if I want to pair, let's say I want to pair with 1.1 is my IP, 1.2 is my IP, and let's say I want to pair with loopback IP. On this side, I have configured one loopback. On this side, we have configured loopback. So reachability is there. Okay, and let's say if I will do the router AS is 1 and 2. Okay, a router BGP 1 a neighbor is your neighbor's IP, right? 10.10.10.1. Re- remote AS is 2, right? And then I have to do this command. I will explain you why I am using this command 10.10.10.1, and I want to pair this 20 loopback with this 10 loopback. So I have to mention here source interface loopback number. So let's say on this side the loopback number is 0, on this side as well the loopback number is 0, right? So I have to put loopback number 0 and then neighbor 10.10.10.1 eBGP multi-hop, and let's say I increase my multi-hop to 2. Maximum multi-hop you can keep 255. So 2 means what is the meaning of 2 and what is the meaning of this source interface? Let me explain in detail, right? What will happen if you not put this command, right? Let me draw this diagram and then I will explain my frame as well, right? I will draw a frame, then I will explain. This IP is 1.1.1.2, 1.1. This IP is 1.1.1.2. This IP, the loopback IP is here is uh, 20.20.20.1/30. This is your 10.10.10.1/32, not 30, 32 single IP. This is on the loopback interface. So let me draw one frame here. Okay. So for BGP, you have to check this frame, and if you are troubleshooting BGP, please look at this frame. The source IP, default source IP will be always 1.1. Okay. On the destination IP, you are putting your neighbor 10.1. So destination IP will be 10.10.10.1. Source port will be a random port. Destination port is 179, and this is your BGP protocol. Apart from that, there are multiple remote AS, all those things will there, but let's concentrate on this thing, this part first. Okay. And same way you want to pair with 20, right? But the source IP here is 1.1, right? This is not correct because you want to pair with 20, right? You don't want to pair with 1.1.1, right? You want to pair with 1.20.20.20.1. To change this source IP, right? You put this command, learn the importance of each and every command. You put this command, neighbor 10.10.10.1/32, and source interface is loopback 0. So what will happen after you put this command? This will not the frame. The frame will be change, and the new source IP will be 20.20.20.20. Okay. Destination IP will be 10.10.10. I haven't seen this video anywhere till now, or in books or on YouTube. We have a struggle in our real life, and this is the beauty that I am trying to explain through this frame, right? While this diversity will not come up. Here we have put everything correct. Remote AS, password, everything correct. But we haven't put this source interface, right? This command we haven't put. So your BGP will not come up. So this source interface means the packet source interface is not your directly connected interface. It will have the loopback interface. That's why we always use source interface. So why you use source interface? If you will not use the source interface, your default interface will be directly connected interface, right? Not this loopback IP, this interface IP. And in this way, you will you will struggle to keep your pairing up. Now, the second part is eBGP multi-hop. Why this command is required? eBGP multi-hop. So BGP has two flavor. Okay, one is your iBGP and one is your eBGP. iBGP default TTL is 255, and eBGP the default TTL is 1. Okay, again coming on this diagram, right? If I'm explaining this diagram, just hold. Let me explain you. Coming on this diagram, right? Let me draw one simple diagram. Whatever diagram I explained before for the update source, the same diagram I will use for eBGP multi-hop. 10.10.10.1/32, 20.20.20.1/32. If I will not put eBGP multi-hop, the default TTL is 1, right? So this packet, everything is there, right? The source interface, so not source interface, source IP was 10.10.10.1 destination IP because we put the correct source interface. The source IP changed to 20.10.10.1, destination IP is 20.1, source port is random, and destination port is 179, 179. But the TTL field, right, is by default 1. Okay. So after one hop, the TTL will get expired. Okay. And this is so what you have to do, right? If we have to do from this source, the TTL of not 1, it is 2, right? So you have to put command router PGP AS number neighbor IP, and you have to put this command eBGP multihop. Now the question is, should I put 255? Yes, it will work, but try to be, because for the security as well, you have to limit your multi-hop count, right? So just trace from this source, just trace this destination IP. So how many hops it will away, you can put that, or in this case it is 2, so I will put 2. And once I will put 2, right? Now this packet will change from TTL of 1 to 2. It will reach to 2. Similarly, again on the reverse side also you have to put 2, and your pairing will come up. So this is the importance of eBGP hop and update source. Now for every protocol, right, which is IGP protocol, your peering comes up, means you are doing EIGRP, OSPF, RIP. They are all UDP, multicast, multicast. So this is on your LAN part, right? LAN side. EIGRP multicast address is 224.0.0.9. This is for multicast address of EIGRP. EIGRP denotes from D. The multicast address of OSPF is 5 and 6. Okay. And the multicast of RIP, this is not 9. I believe this is 10. Multicast address of RIP is 9. Okay. And the pairing should be the neighbor should be on the same subnet. Means 10.1.1.1/24. So your peer IP should be in the same subnet. Means R1 IP you want to do 10.1/24. So R2 IP should be 10.5. It can go to 10.10.1.253, right? But it cannot go beyond this subnet because this works in the same subnet only. Okay. So your neighborship will only come up if your subnet reside in the same. If your interface, both the interface resides in the same subnet. Means uh, this IP is 10.1.1.1/29. So this IP you cannot do 10.1.1.1, let's say 10, because this is outside your subnet. So this pairing will not come up in case of your IGP, right? BGP. Now let me explain in BGP what happened, right? So BGP works on, and in IGP you have to define, you don't have to define your neighborship. IGP neighborship is works on hello. It will automatically detect your neighbor because it will send the hello packet on the multicast address. Okay, and it will find the peer. Condition is your peer should be on the same submit only. Then only it will hear that hello packet, right? BGP works on TCP, and TCP is routed, and in BGP you have to manually define your peer. Okay, manually define your peer peer IP. It can be dynamic also, but I'm explaining you for this where I define manually our neighbor, right? So in BGP, you can peer your subnet, your IP is 10.1.1.1. There is an in-between router as well. Let's say this IP is 10.1.1.2, 20.1.1.1, 20.1.1.2. So you can peer with 10 to 20 because this is a TCP-based protocol. So your neighbors should be on different subnet. There will be no issue because this works on TCP. So SYN will be sent from 10 to 20. Again, SYNAC will be sent from 20 to 10, then acknowledgement, and then BGP neighborship will get established. After this ACK, the BGP parameter will be sent, and if those parameters are good or is fine, then your pairing will come up, right? Now I will want to explain one more thing. If there is a firewall, right? Because in reality, maybe in your organization where you are doing a firewall, right? You are putting your BGP, but there is a condition that there is a firewall in between your BGP peering. Okay, you want to pair with your loopback of 10.1.1.1 slash 32 loopback IP. Your peer IP is 1.1 slash 30, 1.2 slash 30, 20, 2.2.2.1 slash 30, 2.2.2.2 slash 30. This is all the practical things which we are doing since last 17 to 18 years in our day-to-day life, right? That's why I'm explaining here. So in this firewall, right? This firewall, whether it is Palo Alto firewall or it is Checkpoint firewall, right? Or any other firewall. So you have to open. Let's say this is your active. You you want to send from this, okay? And this is your active, and this is your passive peer, okay? So you have to open a firewall rule from 10.1.1.1 slash 32 to destination 20.1.1.1 slash 30, 32. Okay, and source port should be random. This is your source IP. Source port is random. This is your destination IP. And the destination port is 179. Okay, maybe if you put this condition, so what will happen? Your your neighborship will be always sent from 10.1 to 20.2, right? But you don't want to do bidirectional, so you have to open bidirectional rule, okay, for both the side, bidirectional, not one direction, or bidirectional rule. So peering can be from 10, it can be 1, it should be 10.1.1.1 or 20.20.20.20. Let me explain. Yeah. So if you want to enable BGP for from both the side, so on your firewall bidirectional rule you have to create for BGP, and then your peering will come up. Okay. So in case of firewall, reachability should be there, and apart from reachability, you have to create firewall rule for the TCP 179 port, which says BGP. Then only your BGP will come up. I hope you like this video because this video is informative where I have not given you the theory part, what is BGP, why we configure BGP. I explained everything through diagram. So if you find this video more informative, right? Please like and subscribe and forward it to concerned team, maybe to your colleague or friend, right? And you can WhatsApp me on 7061757704. And there is one website also, netguru.anand.com. You visit that website as well. And please let us comment on as well that how do you like this video? If yes, what content you are looking for in BGP or any other routing protocol. I will provide you multiple videos as per your requirement. Okay, the main objective is that you don't have the knowledge of theoretical part. Everything should have the practical knowledge as well, right? Now, if anyone asks you these three questions after watching my video, you know the importance of source interface in BGP, practically and theoretical both. You know the importance of eBGP multi-hop in BGP, right? You know the why BGP is used for different subnets. So this one video will clear this three concept in just 10 to 20 minutes. Okay. And I have one website as well. Let me share my website as well to everyone. So let me share my website. Okay. Uh, just hold. So let Guru. Yes, I have opened my website now. Let me share my website now. This is my website, tedguruanand.com. So please visit this website as well, right? If you have to ask anything, you can just click on WhatsApp and I will get the message on my WhatsApp number. And these are all the students who are selected so far. Uh, Everyone is working in top MNCs across the globe now. Not in India, they are in Canada, they are in the US, they are in UK, right? And so please visit this website. Okay, you will get more detail on me. What okay about me? You will get everything detail on my website. This is my contact number. So you have any queries, you do contact me on WhatsApp as well. Thanks for your support.